Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Hello, welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie. How is everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. It doesn't feel like a Wednesday to me. I don't know what day it feels like, but not a Wednesday. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? And I have a question for you. I was listening to a podcast today and I actually wanted to share something that I thought, oh, that's really good. And then I just kind of tied it to some conversations that I was having over the last weeks and months. So where are you tuning in from? Actually, let me ask you this. How do you start off your morning? I actually would love to know, do you have a routine? Do you journal? Do you read? Do you do coffee? Or do you do a lot of that stuff in the evening? Like, maybe I should ask you this. Do you have a morning routine or an evening routine? Do you do a lot of your workout, mindfulness? If you do these things, do you do more stuff in the morning or more at night? And I have a reason I'm asking you. But as you're tuning in, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Your presence matters. And my question to you is, not my question, the conversation we're going to have, I'm pointing to you. Hold on one second. I just got back from a date with my husband, a mid-Wednesday date to Costco. We always say Costco is our date. Well, we do other dates, don't worry. But I'm always like, do you want to go on a date to Costco? Ketones, they're amazing. Okay. I was listening to a podcast by Erwin McManus. First of all, I normally do a live in the mornings, but I keep saying I normally, and then I usually miss a couple days a week, mainly because I wanted to go on a walk with our girls. So we had a productive morning. A couple of our girls are really wanting to work out. We used to be really, I would say consistent and heavy into CrossFit. If that heavy seems weird to me, but we were very focused and did CrossFit for years together as a family. But when we moved to Florida, we actually can't find a CrossFit that has more of a team program. So we've been doing different things, going to the gym. I like to work out at home. I've tried the gym. I don't love going to the gym to use machines. So I've got two that go to the gym, one that wants to work at home with me. We all like to go for walks. I say all of that because this morning I just enjoyed the time with the girls and I didn't catch up on my book, Worthy. So I'll do it tomorrow. No, I won't. Tomorrow's Thursday. Maybe I'll read tonight and I'll do a quick live in the morning. We have golf in the morning. So at some point in time, we'll keep going through the book tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon called Worthy. Really quick. This will be short and sweet. I listened to a podcast by Erwin McManus and he talked about how oftentimes, somebody that's in a space of hey, let's say they're a health coach, or right now we're talking about health coaches or in the health space. You usually find that all of the ones that are, let's say, coaches are kind of dominating in the watch me, and me included, watch me, I know how to help you, I know what you should do. They kind of all have this same rhythm, right? There's a rhythm that we all have in our own lives. And oftentimes you can look at somebody else's rhythm of their day and their week and even their month and their year, and you can go, okay, there's a point of watching somebody, right? And learning from them, but oftentimes our rhythm might be different. And so he just talked about, in this podcast I listened to, he was like, sometimes people get so frustrated because your rhythm or my rhythm doesn't match up. I'll give you an example. Dr. Ryan Lowry, he's one of the formulators of our products. A question he got asked a while ago is somebody said, is it better to intermittent fast in the morning or is it better to intermittent fast in the evening, right? Where you shorten your window of time where you eat. And he said, actually, it really is better to intermittent fast later in the day later. Like if you can intermittent fast and not have dinner and you go to the next day breakfast. But he goes, most of the time it doesn't work with people's schedules, family. It's the time they sit down together. So morning is fine. But he goes, you have to look at people's lives. Some people work overnights. Some people have busy schedules. Some people are on the go. And if your goal is to lose weight, I just want you to think about what is the flow and what is the rhythm that works with my life, your life. You can learn from other people, but I tried so hard to I'm like, oh, I got to journal. I want to do meditation. I want to do these things, but I wasn't getting up in the morning for that rhythm like other people were doing, but I actually do better if I would do it in the evening. So oftentimes you can look at different things. Let me say this. You can look at different habits and different systems and incorporate them into your own life, but find your own rhythm that fits for you, that works for you. It actually works for us to work out, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon. I work from home and I homeschool our girls. So my rhythm looks way different than somebody that works morning until 5. I say 8 to 5, 9 to 5. Like my rhythm looks different. You might see me out walking with my kids at 9 o'clock in the morning and be like, must be nice. Or maybe you don't want to do that. But remember, it's not you doing the same things at the same time somebody else is doing. It's you finding your own rhythm. The word today is rhythm, but it's looking at the habits that you need to incorporate to become the best version of you if you're wanting to choose that. So what does that look like? What are some of the things you want to incorporate? It could be like mindset. It could be meal prep. Like we like to meal prep on Sundays. It could be your routine and your workouts. Some people prefer night workouts versus morning workouts. All of those things. And don't get discouraged by following somebody else, but take the habits and incorporate them into the life that you have. Make sense? So, and I do have people that are like, it doesn't work for my schedule. It doesn't work for my schedule. And I was like, that's fine. Take the idea and then make your own rhythm. So I just wanted to share that with you today. It was a podcast I listened to. I loved it. I listen to podcasts often, and so I love to learn, and then I like to reshare what I learned because I think it's super important that when you learn something, you either A, do it or teach somebody else because it gets in you, right? Oftentimes I'll tell people, listen, you're learning a lot. What are you doing with all the knowledge and wisdom that you're learning? Take action, go teach somebody else. Gets it in you and gets it out of you, right? So I want to say this. Thanks for tuning in. If you ever have questions, I'd love for you to reach out. I just mailed out some ketones. Man, the post office was wild today. Like I walked in there and praise the Lord, I print out all the slips from our house so I could just go in and pop them in there. But I had something else I had to mail for my kids' school, and I was not going to wait in line because there was 20 plus people in line with one, I was going to say checker outer, one cashier, one postal service worker. And I was like this, I'm coming back. So, but I did mail off some ketones. If you've never tried them, post trial below and we'll chat. Otherwise, I want to say this. Thanks for popping on. I'd love to know what your rhythm looks like, if that made sense. If you have any questions, reach out, comment below, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.